Hello, chapter 5 again. We're talking about putting off now. Next is putting off and then putting on. Putting off. Ephesians 4:22 to 23 says, you were taught, he's instructed us, you were taught with regard to your former way of life to put off your old self. You know, when you go to the new state, you put off the things of the old state, which is being corrupted, and is being corrupted by deceitful desires. Deceit. You know, carrying the old state into the new state. It's deceiving you, because we're not now in the old state. We're not in the old life. We're in the new life, new covenant. And so it says that, you know, put off the old self, which is being corrupted by its deceitful desires, to be made new in the attitude of our minds. Notice that Paul refers to the former way of life. He emphasizes that there is a definite change that occurs when we're born again. Our desires, in Ephesians 4:22, take a different direction. They are no longer centered on ourselves. I mean, look at the world today. Everything's about selfies. Everything's about selfies. Wherever you go, it doesn't matter what the background is. Doesn't matter what's going on in life anymore. We've got to be the center of everything. We're the center. You mean, look, even on social media, my goodness me, what do? We're there, we're looking, we're so important, everything is important. We've got to be the center of everything. You know, selfie. That's selfish. It's all about me, I'm the center of life. You know, we say that God's the center, but actually, if we're taking all these selfies and putting us in the center of everything, and everywhere we go, we've got to be the center of the photo, and something is not right, is it? Something's not right. So, I mean, just this world of selfies just tells you, doesn't it? It's all about self. Okay, our focus becomes Matthew 6:10. Your kingdom come. Wow. Your kingdom. Wow. Your kingdom come. Your will be done. Wow. Imagine it didn't say self. Your will be done, Lord. Your kingdom come where on the earth, just as it is in heaven. You know, it's all, or you could say it in another way. In this new state, this, not Washington, but, you know, the state, you know, his will to be done in this state as it is where he lives. You know, where his throne is, where the king sits, who he is, everything that he is, you know, above needs to be seen below. The way in which he put off our old self is clearly stated. In Ephesians 4:22 and 23, it says, we are made new, again, in the attitude of our minds. The attitude of our minds. There are no shortcuts, it's an ongoing process. Paul gave some examples of the things we put off. In Ephesians 4:25 to 5:6. Put off, right, first one, falsehood, and speak truthfully. Control anger. Do not give the devil a foothold. Stop theft. Unwholesome talk. Get rid of all bitterness, rage and anger, brawling and one thing, slander, along with every form of malice, unforgiveness, sexual immorality, impurity, obscenity, foolish talk, coarse joking, greed. There's a lot of things. In the middle of the above list, Paul explains that the consequence of committing such actions, I'll say it, is that we grieve the Holy Spirit of God, with whom we are sealed. Ephesians 4:30. In order to be made new in the attitude of our minds, we need to control what we think each day, every thought. A person does not sin without first thinking about it. It's the beginning, the intention. It is therefore important that we train ourselves in capturing our thoughts. As the thought comes to your mind, capture it. Say, oh, become aware of it. It's like when you confess your sin. You become aware of something that's not right. You've made a mistake, an error, and so you confess it. And it's actually saying, look, I've captured it. And I give it to you, Lord. I'm changing because I'm aware of it. Some people are not even aware of what they're doing. Some people are not even aware that they're sinning. Some people are not aware that what their thoughts are like. And that's a bit of a concern, isn't it? Because you wonder whether they're in relationship with the Lord. So anyway, a person does not sin without first thinking about it. It's therefore important that we train ourselves in capturing our thoughts. 2 Corinthians 10:5. So that we can do what it says in Romans 12:1-2. We're transformed by the renewing of our mind. And as we daily put off our old life, we make room to put on the new. Hallelujah.